Hello there, Mena. I'd like to take this time to please remind people to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. It helps this channel more than you can imagine, and it's going to bring us to those new heights we've been looking for so long. Welcome to the frozen wastes of Kharkov. We are here in a place called Neprotkaya, and we're actually playing as the German army here, defending against what seems to be a pretty large Soviet attack. And it looks to be a concentric attack. They're attacking from all locations here, and we've got to put a stop to it. Now, this is 1942, so I think the Germans still have quite an advantage at this point. I'm hoping that just our ingenuity, our manpower, etc. will be able to stop them. But I gotta say, they're attacking from all fronts, and I'm not exactly very confident. Now, we also have this other group over here, kind of on top of a hill. They're looking down at where the Soviets are supposed to attack, so I think I'm actually going to keep them in place and kind of see how they perform. Again, it could be terrible. Maybe they're not going to perform very well, but we'll soon see. I'll also take this tank, and these are mostly Panzer IIs, so very, very early war tanks. And we will begin. As always, guys, we'll get started when the fighting commences. I anticipate that fighting is going to commence very, very soon here. And those clouds have got me worried. It's very clear outside. Absolutely nothing in our way. That also means the enemy should be able to see us without issue. It begins, my friends. Look at that Soviet tank right there. It looks like our guys have not yet spotted him. Our AT gun has, thankfully. But I want to see if we can't get some tanks on that immediately. Come on, boys, come on. Get him, get him, get him. Really nice hit by our pack guns here. There's another one. There is another enemy tank at range. That's one kill. Great job by the pack guns, making sure that there's nothing else over there. There's a massive smoke screen. No doubt there's going to be some Soviet troops on the way. And it looks like that tank might be going towards our other location or just kind of taking his time to get over here. I want to make sure that Rab himself is looking at the enemy. If anybody gets that that particular reference, then you're old enough to be my brother or sister. Okay, I just actually saw some targets there. Yep, looks like they are attacking this side. Look at that, man, going for the straight infantry attack. Thank goodness we left some guys behind over here. I was going to leave this completely undefended and send all the rest of our troops over there. That would not have been the right approach. They've got a lot coming this way. They might be sending their whole force this way. That would be very bad. Let's make sure that the AT gun has sights on the enemy. In fact, we have artillery guns here. This is something we don't typically have in Graviteam Tactics Mius front battles. But we've got proper arty here, although I don't know how effective they can be. Oh yeah. Ja, sehr gut. Oh my goodness, look at that, man. We are dropping bombs. That's us. We've got the Luftwaffe here for sure. Absolutely, we have air support here. That is not a normal attack, unless it could be artillery, actually. Guess that does make sense. But we are also getting air support during this battle. I should have mentioned that. If you look over here, there's an estimated time of arrival for that air support. That was 20 minutes when I last looked. So, yeah, it's going to take a while, but we should be getting it. There we go. Pack guns. Feuer. You can do it, boys. You can do it. Every single one of our pack guns is targeting that tank. The problem is he's moving, and he's far away. There we go. That's a direct hit there by this team right here. Is it a kill? We'll soon see. It is a kill. They've abandoned that vehicle. So far, our defense against the Soviets is going beautifully. A lot of smoke dropped there, a lot of artillery dropped there, actually, but I don't see any advancing troops so far. That could change very quickly. I'd anticipate with that much smoke that they're going to send somebody through. Our infantry are getting shots from up here. Nice! Direct hit with the artillery there. Just a direct hit, guys. Feuer! This is definitely 1942. We can see just with our massive bonus with artillery, with tank support, even though they're just Panzer IIs, we're trying to just outshoot the enemy before they even reach the front line. Let's take a look at those Soviets up close and personal. Yeah, oh, beautiful. All right, it's coming in heavy. That's how we like it. Look at that, guys. A steady stream of machine gun fire there. I adore it. Okay, guys, look at that. Now we're getting additional attacks here, where they started actually dropping smoke. This is where I want to actually bring the camera and focus all of the gunfire. And there we go. Unbelievable. Look at this machine gun. Look at this focus, my friends. We are getting a perfect focus on those advancing Soviets. I might want to bring one of our tanks over, but our infantry is just doing so well here. We might not need tanks. Feuer. Keep that firing. Keep it up. Keep it up. That is absolutely epic. Alright, we've got to try to bring up some additional units. I want to make sure that Schwarzkopf is firing at that location. I do believe he is, but let's just make absolutely sure. We've got commissars out there, everybody that we'd like to take on. I'm also going to turn our Panzer towards the enemy. Not sure how effective the Panzer II is at this distance. He's got a great big gun on him. Well, maybe a small gun. We're going to push our tanks up just a bit. Because I want to see if we can't get them to start firing here. And the enemy is asking for a ceasefire. We know we're not going to accept that because we're trying to cause as many casualties on the Soviet side as possible. So let's chase down the existing Soviets. Definitely not too concerned about this side. Our men seem to have that area completely under control. Let's get a look over here, see if we can see any Soviet bodies. Oh man, they're all over the place. They're not even advancing. And again, these Soviets decided to attack us. This is actually supposed to be a defensive battle. Obviously, that's changing very quickly. So I'm not sure if this is a 2- or 3-man crew. I guess one guy could drive and load at the same time, but I'm guessing this is going to be a 3-man crew. We're just not seeing the third man. Looking great, and look at this, still some advances here, including advances with commissars. But just with the amount of mortars we have, I think we're going to be fine. To be absolutely safe, I'm going to take Buchfelds, move him forward. And I'm going to take this unit near Buchfelds and move him forward as well, so we get a tiny counterattack going on. Hopefully keep the enemy at bay. Oh man. Some very close mortar fire. This elevation makes it a little tough to see the enemy there. Keep it up. Look at this wonderful group of infantry. And these guys are keeping us safe right now. and actually taking the fight to the Soviets too, I think we're going to be able to even push them back. The fact they're asking for a ceasefire is typically very good in this game. Of course, just like in close combat, they can take back that ceasefire offer, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Schneider. One Schneider moving forward. Try to take out some of the enemy AT guns. Alright, let's get back over on this side of the battlefield. It's almost like we have two battles going on. And finally, Rosenbaum is firing. We've just got to get a bit closer with our other tank, but he's getting some great shots off. So let's push this next tank forward too. Sehr gut.
Die Russen kommen!
He's just lighting the area up with HE rounds. Good shot. That's much more like it. He actually got his target, so we got to select a new one. Look at that, a whole lot more Soviets appearing here. I was going to say approaching, but they've been here the whole time. Yeah, definitely appearing. Let's grab a little chunk here, just a tiny chunk of our men, and we're going to lead a counterattack into their flank. In fact, we'll make it an all-out assault. Hoping this is going to be successful. I'm thinking with the tank, it should be, but you never know. You never know. They could even take back the ceasefire if they feel they could win this fight. That the assault is commencing. There is movement. Our boys are moving forward. The tank is moving forward, and I hope this is going to be the killing blow here that we need to finish them off. Nice. Already starting to target the enemy in the open field here. I'm even going to bring Kerne. I think he's actually part of this group. Let's bring the machine gun as well. What we do need to watch out for are enemy AT guns over here. Come on, boys. This is the safe way to move across an Eastern Front battlefield in the open. Our men are showing us for sure. We've got machine guns over our heads, and our men are just getting closer and closer to being able to engage. I'm guessing the Russians are going to have to surrender here, or just fight to the very end here, because I think we could overrun them. There we go. We've got targets for sure. We've got targets. Looks like the machine gun has already stopped and started firing here. Yeah, they're getting very close to our front line, but of course on the way, just losing a massive amount of men here. Looks like they're sending one of their rifle squads actually towards our current advancing unit. They've got a lot of officers here, so they must have a tremendous amount of infantry. Yeah, that machine gunner's in the right place. I'm glad he's staying put. Let's aim Rab over there as well. No, he's looking already. Never mind. Don't know how effective these guns are, these packs are at distance on infantry, but everything helps. Yeah, there's so little going on there. I'm going to try to grab this infantry unit and assist with this advance. We're going to make this a more general assault, so the guys spread out a bit, or more general attack, I should say. So here they'll form a normal line and sort of advance, spread out along the steppe. Oh yeah, that movement was fast, man. They shifted very quickly there. Usually it takes them a while to get those orders, but they know what to do, I believe. Wehrmacht! We're actually starting to spot them there. Quite a few of them. Just going to turn the tank towards the group there. And this one will keep on moving with. He might be able to fire from here. Love to try and get those AT guns, but the enemy's been smart enough to keep them far behind the enemy lines. Thankfully, they're kind of aimed towards position 199. They're not looking at our advancing troops, so as long as they don't fire at these tanks, I'm going to feel just fine. But we need to get these tanks closer. We've seen the Panzer IIs really only operate properly if they're fairly close, like 300 meters, 200 meters. Anything more than that, and they just can't see the enemy. It's just too far away. Look at that tremendous fire. Still not shooting at them, though. At least the tank isn't. Just going to turn him this way. Hopefully he can spot the enemy out there at distance.
Bis zur letzten Patrone! MG-Feuer! Stellung! Das ist ein Befehl! Mutter! Das ist ein Befehl! Feindbeschuss! Ich stecke fest! Scheiße! Wir werden beschossen!
Alright, the infantry, they are starting to spot all of them now. With that tank support, we are unstoppable. Just as long as they don't turn around, and as long as those AT guns don't return fire. Look at all the Soviets already hit there, just with our initial attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5? Yeah, there's definitely a 5. We just can't see them. And there's going to be a 6 right there, headshot. 7, almost 7. 8 right there. They're crushed. So, of course, they're in this frozen field. Literally a frozen field, like potato field, cornfield, something like that. And a perfect chance for us to just wipe them out. Now, it looks like they kept one of their tanks back there. And I take back what I said about the Panzer II, because apparently we were spotting that tank at a distance. This has got to be over a kilometer, well, not over a kilometer, but maybe 700, 800 meters. And that looks like a BT-7 to me. He's already leaking, guys. You can actually see the fuel leaking out of the vehicle here. Let's hope she catches fire. But that usually results in her evacuating. Not always, but usually. At the very least, she will stop eventually there. She'll completely run out of fuel. I think one more hit, we could set her on fire. It's another hit, where we've got more leaking. We're just leaking the whole damn tank. And they're going to abandon the vehicle. I thought so. What did I tell you guys? Now she's on fire. We might even get an explosion soon here. That is a vehicle that is completely eliminated. If we weren't doing so well, that truce would almost seem tempting. Look at that massive group of enemies over by the AT guns as well. Just going to take this tank and advance there. We'll take a nice chunk of our units and advance directly towards their AT guns. That's considered material, well, very expensive material, so wiping it out is going to help us big time. What's this? We've got some prisoners. All right, Ivan. Keep moving. Only one of those prisoners actually made it. The rest of them got wiped out. And Schneider is truly on the front line. I'm very worried about Schneider, but we did order him to do an attack. Felder. It's time for him to move forward too. See, even at this close range, we just can't seem to spot the AT guns. We're trying to hit them, but you can see it's not an easy task. Trying to hit like a needle in a haystack at this point. It's going to be completely up to our infantry units. In fact, I'm almost feeling like grabbing some more infantry units from the crossroads and sending them over there. We're going to do it. We're going to take another group here and rush right on through. Get all the rifle flashes from our group here, and I think we can probably wipe out that AT gun very quickly. One less threat to our entire army. In fact, it looks like we already took out a few of their guys. Right through the front of the actual gun, guys. That went right through the front. I don't know if you guys saw that blood splatter, but that was very impressive. Oh, and what do we got? We got some planes. We've got some planes. Get ready, guys. The Luftwaffe has arrived. They have arrived. This is going to be interesting. See where they end up attacking. I'm hoping they attack here, but they might attack here in the north as well. Or the east, rather. Here we go, here we go. Luftwaffe. Stukas, guys, Stukas. Let's see what they do here. Please tell me they've dropped something. Alright, they're using their rear cannons to light up those AT guns. Not a bad idea, but we need some bombs here. We need bombs. The tremendous fire we're getting here from point 173 on the advancing Soviets there. Quite amazing. Well, it looks like it actually might have been a bomb dropped there by our Stuka on that unit. Oh, for sure, look at that. That is amazing. Look at how we've destroyed the road. All of those Soviets down. There's a few still alive here, but that was extremely good, extremely useful. And here we go, dropping some bombs. Boom! Boom! Hitting both of their AT guns. I love it. I love it. Completely destroyed those AT gun positions, guys. I think we can advance unopposed. In fact, we could even advance with these guys down the hill and take out the rest of the actual troops. For now, we'll hold our position, of course, carry out the fight, continue to carry out the fight against the infantry here. That's got to be the end for the enemy. I'm not understanding why they asked for a ceasefire. They had a lot of men. Watch out for the commissars. Some additional supporting fire by our units. Machine gun has just been firing since the start of the battle. We spotted this guy at the very beginning, and he is still doing his job beautifully, man. This guy definitely deserves an Iron Cross, just for his MG duty alone. Oh, baby. They continue to drop them right there. Let him have it, boys. Let him have it. Boom! Looks like the Soviets are going for broke here. They're just throwing everything at us. Might get a lucky shot on one of the commissars. Oh, I think that bomb was a dud. He dropped a bomb right there, but it did not explode. It's amazing how this game takes that stuff into account. It's really crazy. So unfortunately a dud. Well, unfortunately for us, very fortunate for the Soviets there. Could also just be like a fake charge, sort of a false charge to scare the enemy. I didn't even consider that, but that's kind of what it's looking like, because they're still coming back in for more. They're coming back in for second and third strikes. Let's move Binder forward and these guys forward, just kind of push up against the road. If we could take those trees by the road and focus fire on the enemy here, that would be even better. Also, I just want to show the enemy we are not giving up. We're not defending still. We are on the attack if need be. Yeah, very good. Good work, boys. Looks like our guys already kind of had their eyes on the enemy, but I really want to go in for a proper assault. What about over here, still in the middle? Some of them are still advancing. I'm amazed that they haven't just all surrendered at this point. But let them advance. Let's see what they can do. He's already been hit. Another Soviet killed. Good shot, boys. I have to say, our Panzer IIs did a really good job at cleaning up the battlefield here. Now we should take Haubrich. Go here. We spread out our battle line completely. We could see just about every part of the battlefield. I say we return fire to all the advancing units right in that area. Come on, drop some bombs. I like, though, that those pilots, despite not having any bombs left, they are expending all their ammunition on the enemy. So really trying to just maximize kills. Just a couple more bomb drops would be perfection. Oh, I hear bombs. Looks like our guys see something that we don't. But they've shifted the attack over here, and they're firing into just an area we can't really see. I do see a lot more Soviet units advancing. I mean, it's amazing how quickly they advance here. Look at this group, for instance. Now that we're pushing forward, we're seeing exactly how many of them there are, and it's quite amazing. So everybody needs to shift fire right there, or at least everybody on this road. Nice! That's what I'm talking about. You prepared to die on this hill, Ivan? Apparently, yes. They really are very brave, but I think we got this. Then again, oh, they just hit one of our units there. Yeah, they're getting awfully close. Okay, maybe we bring up an additional unit here. We've still got some infantry units that we kind of slung back here. We've even got a tank all the way back there, Rosenbaum. Just the crew, actually. Move the crew up. Why not? Looks like these guys already have a beat on them with the MG, so I'm not going to force them to move forward anymore. But now they're really pushing on point 173. Almost tempted to take that ceasefire just so they don't take the point. But for now, we'll keep up the fire. Hopefully we can hold them off. And there we go. Enemy is retreating from the battlefield. That's what I like to see. I mean, Binder was just kind of at his last ability to push forward, honestly. He wasn't going to be able to push anymore. His men are tired. Some of them have already been killed. Oh, no, he's okay, too. Wow, this group might be extremely lucky. I know we at least lost one of our men in that assault. Him, for instance, and him as well. Those are 2 Germans. But once we get up here, man, you see the losses on the Soviet side just in this sector. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the Luftwaffe is still in the sky, delivering hellfire to the enemy. Oh, yeah. Still firing mortars. They're still trying to take that point to the very end of the battle. Look at all of them. Come on, hit them with mortars. If we had just one 200-pound bomb right there, it would be beautiful. I'm not sure Stukas can carry 500-pound bombs. I think limit is like 250. Even that might be a bit too much for a Stuka. Somebody's probably going to correct me on that. Please do. Please do. If you made it this far and can correct me on that, you are amazing. I feel like despite getting great kills on the enemy, most of their officers sort of just got away. A lot of their commissars here just kind of fell back over here as well. But anybody trapped in that central area, we must have killed them. Absolutely must have killed them. Sehr good, boys. Alright, guys, it's going to be a victory there. So, killed on our side 4 and heavily wounded 31. Now, killed on the enemy side 78 and 183 heavily wounded. This might be our best performance yet, or pretty damn close anyway. You know what to do if you enjoyed this video. Like, comment. When I say comment, I'm not just saying it. Like, actually comment. I don't care if you tell me your favorite cheese, if you tell me your favorite beverage. Just comment anything, guys, please. And subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget that on these premieres, you could still use Super Chat like you can on a live stream video. So if you'd like to do that, now is the time to do it. Unfortunately, YouTube typically doesn't like to cover World War II related content, especially when it's Eastern Front and German Army oriented. Catch you on the next one, folks.